join us later this evening when we throw out the first pitch in Queens prior to the Mets-Giants game.
You looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it because I want to do some tweaks. Instead of first pitch, what about first hit? So maybe Chris Bassett's getting the start. Maybe he can lob us a few, and we can take some cuts. Maybe start the game.
He's been throwing the ball for the last umpteen months. I don't think we're getting many knocks off him right now.
I've thrown out the first pitch a handful of times, but it's always been at minor league stadiums.
Yeah, we did it, what, 2 years ago at Brooklyn?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm going to be at a big boy dojo.
Don't let that third deck
That
scare
third deck's
you.
going to freak me out.
Don't let it scare you.
All right.
Nice and loose. Stay focused. Stay focused.
All right, I'm working on my grip.
I can't get you. I got to be honest. The move to 9 a.m. I think's a home run ratings-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remains to be seen. I haven't found my legs yet.
We'll get there.
It comes quick.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Try and get.
Yeah.
I mean, try.
All right, let's get to the highlights.
Full breakfast. Get down here. Put the tapes together.
Yeah. You guys were thinking it. You knew what I was thinking. Let's go. Wake-up call. Let's start with those New York Mets as they sweep a doubleheader of the San Francisco Giants for the first time since 1979. This is game one. This is young Jock. Jock Peterson.
It was raw yesterday. Jock Peterson had the quarterback, like, around his waist where he could, the hand warmer.
Yeah.
He had all of it.
That's his third home run of the year, and it snaps an 11 1/3 inning scoreless streak for Tyler McGill. Giants tie the game at 1. Then Jeff McNeil. Oh, that's down the line. 2-run double. And it's now a 4-3 game. Alex Cobb forced to leave this game with a groin injury. 2 batters later, runner on for Francisco Lindor. He had himself a couple of games, didn't he?
Yeah, he's swinging the bat really nice right now. You knew it was a matter of time before he settled in. He was hot towards the end of last season and has kind of carried it through.
So he brings in the tying run, and we go to extra innings, knotted up at 4. In the bottom of the 10th, it's Lindor again. You can just tell, and with the results brings this type of feeling, but he looks relaxed. He looks like he's having fun.
You can just tell the Mets as a whole are enjoying. They're building a nice little chemistry. I don't think anything about this is fake. I mean, we give a lot of love to Buck Showalter, right man, right time, but I think it really is.
So the Giants fall in game 1, 5-4. Tasty pitching matchup for game 2. Logan Webb, Max Scherzer making his home debut. Bottom third. Logan Webb didn't have his best stuff last night. He didn't have his good stuff.
He was having trouble commanding pretty much everything in the arsenal.
Great send there by Joey Cora.
Joey Cora, aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Right now. And Eduardo Escobar, that whole at-bat, that was about a 7-8 pitch at-bat where he fouled some changeup off before he was able to get to that one.
Very next batter, Dom Smith. That will fall in. Here comes Eduardo Escobar, and the Mets have a 3-0 lead off of Logan Webb. Move to the 6th. Max Scherzer hadn't allowed a hit through 5.
I was feeling it.
He said he had problems gripping the baseball. It was raw, as you mentioned, but he didn't have those problems.
He had it. You were looking at pitch count and was it going to get ugly, and what was Buck going to have to say to be able to take the ball from him, which I don't think would have happened.
So Scherzer walks the next 2 batters, and then Darren Ruff, RBI knock. That ends the no-hit bid, but the Giants are still down 3-1 in the 7th. Scherzer pitching to Steven Duggar. 10th and final strikeout for his night. Mets win 3-1. Here's Buck Showalter.
You know what? Tonight it was a good night for us in a long season and a long challenge against a real good club that will come out and play us tough again tomorrow. I mean, you earn everything against them, so you know, it beats alternatives. Winning 2 games in a doubleheader in 18 innings in the big leagues is real hard to do.
And they'll resume that series, of course, tonight. They're off to a 9-3 start. The run differential +29. That's tops in baseball. The starters' ERA is also tops, and OPS-wise, offensively, they're in the top 10. DeRosa, just a fantastic start to 2022. Still a long way to go, but this is a nice start.
Yeah, I think yesterday's first game is like a microcosm, like you heard Buck say right there. It is not easy to steal 2 games of a doubleheader in the big leagues. And yesterday, Tyler McGill came out, and San Francisco is one of the most patient teams offensively, taking pitches. Not yesterday. Their game plan was to strike McGill hard. He got down 4-1, throwing a lot of heaters in the zone, and you're saying, wow, San Francisco's just going to cut him up. And then it was a slow burn with the Mets, and then Lindor, and then that kind of leads to Scherzer. There's good things happening right there in Queens, no doubt. And I think there was a little strip mall.
Yeah.
Word on the street is that Buck Showalter has gotten into, like, giving guys haircuts.
Sure, why not?
I mean, so I think we should dive into Buck's barbershop, okay? Because he was giving out specials earlier in the season.
Wow,
he was giving out buzz cuts.
I don't recall.
He was getting hot under the collar because the Metsies were getting absolutely drilled by pitches. They've been hit by 12 pitches this season, some of them scary to Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor by Steve Cishek right here. Okay, no other team's been hit more than 8 times. So he said, I'm coming out of the dugout. I'm going to announce my presence with authority. We're going to get this on the rails. How about Pete Alonso? He likes to get, like, the tapered look. All right, because he hits tape measure home runs. He leads MLB with 109 bombs since the start of 2019. I like the fact you can get him off his feet a little bit as well. Who wants a bowl cut? You know who wants a bowl cut with this type of sink? Chris Bassett. Listen to this.
Came back from 3-0 to strike out Soto in that first strikeout of the night. Just what was your approach on that?
I don't care who you are. I'm coming after you. I mean, I faced Ohtani a lot. I faced Trout a lot. I don't care the name on the back of your jersey. I'm coming.
That fires me.
Why should you care? 17-4 with a 2.62 over his last 33 starts. Oh, and you're my number 3? When everybody's healthy? Yes, please. How about the comb over for Eduardo Escobar? Not only comb over,
I'm going to have to wait
from a couple trades, but next to the Dodgers, the Mets have shifted in over 50% of the batter space this season, and SNY does an awesome job with that aerial shot. You want a perm? Let's throw a perm on Starling Marte because he causes permanent chaos for the opposition. Yesterday, bottom of the first. Little base knock. Let me steal second. Joey Bart.
They're running.
We're running and gunning. Throws it into center field, creating instant offense. He gets to third base. We don't need a hit. Little wild pitch pass ball from Alex Cobb. In head first, 1-0.
Look at the pressure that puts on the defense.
That's just wrong.
He's
in a lot of ways.
Cardi B now?
But he has come at you from his days in Progressive Field with the Indians, all different types of looks. And I don't care what his hairstyle is doing, as long as he reaches base safely in all 12 games, and he's slashing .310 this year with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. And then Mad Max was handing out mohawks last night to the San Francisco Giants. He was dialed in. And if you listen to Ron Darling break him down, he did an unbelievable job because he punched guys out last night with what seemed to be 19 different pitches. Backdoor curveballs, change-ups to Steven Duggar right there. The heater had late life. He could pretty much do what he wanted to do. He was so aggressive, and you could tell it was getting to that point where I almost wanted San Francisco, and I think Buck, in his quiet moments, was like, someone get a knock, because the Metsies faithful were getting behind it, and the pitch count was getting up, and it was cold. But they're good.
Yeah, they're the best. Got the best record in baseball right now.
Their lineup's deep.
Real quick, you played for Buck. What are the tangible differences he brings to a ball club?
I think for me, all you want to do, and I'm not saying it's kind of a way he presents himself every single day. He walks in the clubhouse doors the exact same way every single day and will leave no stone unturned to try and win that night, but also protect himself for 162. I just think he's so prepared.
Yeah.
And when you look down, you trust that he's going to put us in the right positions to be successful, and he's going to give us every opportunity to win that night.
Yeah, the Carlos Rodon, Chris Bassett is the pitching matchup tonight. That should definitely be a good one. Al Leiter will join us a little bit later. Going to talk more about Chris Bassett. Let's talk about the San Diego Padres taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Former Padre Tommy Pham homering off his team for the second consecutive game.
This ain't no cheapie, right?
No, it's not.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, and he liked it too, and why not? 1-0 Cincinnati. By the way, there were some words after the game between the two sides after the Luke Voit slide to home. We don't have that, but
it looked like a wrestling move.
It was. Hopefully we can show it later in the show because it was peculiar. Here's Manny Machado. Nothing peculiar about this. This is a beautiful swing.
Bro, Flo, we're going to break him down at the skybox.
2-1
I can't believe I'm going to
San
say
Diego.
Manny Machado doesn't get enough love. But just recently, I don't think he has.
Kind of got lost.
Yeah,
seemingly.
I think we fall in love with some of the younger guys.
Bottom of the fourth, Will Myers. That's a double in the gap. Will Myers.
French fries.
I won my $2. Padres go on to win.